Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and in this give me a minute. In this video, I wanted to just tell all of you how I kind of feel regarding um, my personal life. Um, when I am when I am um, when I am on the clock, when I go work. Um, I have substantial regard for human life. Um, However, with today's technology, with AI robots, sometimes I wonder if if technology is actually, let's say, 100 years more advanced than we are taught or introduced into. And, you know, and I say this because, so I'm going to share a quick story about my life. I was arrested as a kid. I was facing life in prison, and then eventually they allowed me to come out into society, back into this system. Okay. Now, I look at it like a test. I look at it like even though they released me, like there's that possibility that they never actually did. And all the people I interact with are actually advanced AI robots, just to study me, just to see what I'm up to, what I'm doing, how I will react to certain things, and so they could pick up on new data regarding on things like what my intentions were and are if I were to ever get released out of prison. Because I go to work, okay, and I get fucking work like a fucking slave. Okay, and I respect, like I said, I respect people. Okay, I work for um $18 an hour. Okay. And and today I was working for like 10 hours. Okay. I made a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, we were there on the job site for 10 hours, and a half. Well, it was like 10.5 hours, which is 10 hours and 30 minutes. So, yeah, like after a while, people make mistakes, you know? That's why, according to the law, people get more time for working overtime because there's an incentive, you know? So people know, okay, I'm earning more money. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not trying to fuck up. I'm not on purpose attempting to make errors or whatever. Shit happens sometimes. Um, so taking all that into consideration, but honestly, sometimes like I work for I mean, I could be working for anyone and it feels like it's nothing but AI robots. They're not even human. Um, and sometimes sometimes it might be the real person. If you guys know what I mean. So in the morning when I get up and I get picked up to go to work, it feels like it's the real person that picks me up. And then he's like, "Hey, hold on. I'm gonna go talk to the customer, um, see what we're doing here and what we need to do. Um, so we can get started." And I think that's when the real person goes into a different room, and then they release AI robots to work alongside me for the 10-hour duration of the day. And in my mind, I hear like women, saying they're shouting out, "Fuck me, fuck me," and sometimes I could even hear them fuck like I could hear them getting piped down like real good. You know, they're getting fucked. Um, while I'm working all fucking day. So this is very taunting. It's very depressing. Um, I don't really know what to think about it. Um, it's very very disturbing, um, to say the least. Um, even when like there's other videos I recorded where I have stated similar things. Okay, when I was out in Redding, California, um, I heard girls like voices of girls shouting out, help me, like rescue us, Francisco, help us. And I mean, I'm just I'm just going to a union meeting. I was involved with the local 185 out there in Redding, California. And then I came out here to the Riverside area, and uh, I was supposed to get involved with the 11 uh, 48 or some shit like that. Whatever it is out here in Riverside, California. Um, but yeah, out there in Redding, that's what I heard. And I just like I never told anyone. I kept it all to myself because prior to that I was hearing voices, and it was very, very strange. Like if people were watching me and talking about me and openly having discussions about me, which what I'm describing, these um, AI robots, and all of this being like some form of simulation. And there's another video where I talked about um, these people, like actors and stuff like that, figuring out and discovering, hey, Francisco has broken the code. So, what's the saying? Um, um, woe and no, it's wa and hala, or um, um, something um, um, woe and hala, or some shit like that. I kind of forget the saying, but there's a certain saying that people say, woe and hala, woe and ho, or woe and hala, or some shit like that. Um, and oh, what's it called? I I basically like I just like I I I fuck my fucking mind, man. It trips me the fuck out. Honestly, it trips me the fuck out all the time. But okay, so in my mind, I seen a bunch of celebrities coming out of these walls and these secret doors that surround us, publicly. And they're like, hey man, and they put me on the spotlight, like some CIA type of shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And they were like, welcome, welcome to the team. And I was like, what the fuck? I was tripping out in my mind. I was tripping the fuck out. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Is this a dream? Am I tripping out? Am I on drugs? Am I hallucinating? What's really going on here? And not because I was starstruck. Okay, so there's a huge fucking difference. And I remember I seen The Rock and a bunch of other fucking celebrities. Um, you know, and yeah, they basically like manifested themselves to me like my own siblings would, and they were basically just like telling me like, welcome to the family. Like if I had a lot more to learn. um, so yeah, I was really tripping balls, because a lot of people in prison, if you guys didn't know, okay, so I know for 100%, I know for 100% um, of a fact. I know, you know, that much that I'm not fucking tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm not hallucinating. I'm not on drugs. I'm not fucking drugged. Okay? Um, there's a lot of people um, who, you know, who, man, this is so complicated and so like controversial, but it's kind of hard to explain because I constantly have to um, explain myself. But yeah, like so these people basically manifested themselves to me, um, like if they were angels or some shit, and they probably are, like, you know, doing God's business or whatever. Maybe, maybe not. Um, maybe I shouldn't consider everyone at such high esteem, but um, you know, like I said earlier, like I stated earlier in the video, everything's just a test, and like I'm changing the subject now a little bit. So, according to new research, um, people that are in prison have to actually take some form of artificial trials of living in society, okay? Including like entering a grocery store and them being fully aware that there's a camera and that there is CCTV monitoring them 24/7, okay? And them, you know, being watched 24/7. So they go into the store, they do their grocery shopping, and when even the checkouts, the AI system in this artificial intelligence system before re-entering society, um, they actually get taught. Remember, I said this is for prisoners, and some of these prisoners they've been locked away since the 1990s, like when I was born. So they have no idea regarding artificial intelligence and all this computer stuff, okay, and cameras and stuff like that, and facial recognition and finger um, identification with touch pads and voice recognition, iris recognition, the eye scanning, um, detection, and there's smart cameras everywhere, including Tesla vehicles and other smart vehicles, smart aircrafts, smart homes, you name it. Um, so these inmates have to go through these preliminary trials before re-entering society. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get you people to realize and to understand. Okay, I'm not trying to trip anyone out. I'm not trying to fool anyone. Okay, I'm just trying to help you guys understand where I'm at in this whole situation. Because everywhere I go, it's like my voice is telling me, oh, don't acknowledge Francisco. Don't give in to his lures and temptations. And that's exactly what happens. you know? And it's a fucking trip. Because, you know, these bitches are giving it up to any motherfucker out there. You know? and and but that's just the realness of the situation, you know? Um and before these people want you people, especially you prisoners, to to thrive and to succeed, they actually want you people to fail. They want you people to fail so they could use you people as an example, not to release your type of people out into society. So, you know, lo and behold, here I am. I'm, you know, according to what I know, I just turned 34 years old and I'm living with my mom and my dad. Exactly where this artificial intelligence system wants me to be at. You know? Um, And it's so strange because when I first got arrested, you know, I heard rumors of, me myself having a bail's bond, like a bail, like for me to post bail, it was $1 million, and my family and like all of us. I mean, this house that my dad purchased was only $80,000, um, and from what I heard, it was very difficult for them to accumulate that type of money. So when they said $1 million, it was like, yeah, like you're gonna get out on bail on your dreams, like in your dreams, you know, that type of thing. So that's what I was led to believe. Like, my dad and my mom can't afford the fucking house, and we were eating fucking top ramens, which I'm eating right now. The cup noodles, right there. Chicken flavor, chili flavor, beef flavor. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bean and cheese burritos. That's why when I go to work, that's all I fucking eat. I have no idea how much money these people are making. I don't want to take advantage of anyone. So that's all I eat. Hey Francisco, what do you want to eat? Please just give me a bean and cheese burrito, please. Because that's pretty much, keeping it on the dollar menu. As far as I'm concerned. And then not just that, but while I was incarcerated, I was told that my cousin was sentenced to life in prison. So I was, excuse me, I was advised through a letter or whatever, however, some form of communication, whether it was a letter or a phone call. I heard that my cousin, got life in prison. Um, but then I was out there in Reading, and it seemed like that motherfucker was following me around, tracking me and shit. And I thought I seen his ass, and I was like, you know what? When I seen him, I was like, I'm about to go murder this motherfucker, not because he did anything wrong to me, but because of all these psychological lies. And then guess what? Because me and my in me and my sane mind Me in my sane mind and controlled mind and sober mind, I reasoned within myself. I reasoned within myself. No, I'm not going to do that. And I just watched. And then he takes off in a van, a white van, and he shouted out, "See you in the rebound, homie." And he took off. And I was like, oh, like there's no one else that speaks like that besides my cousin. So if he's involved with some type of military shit or whatever the fuck, like they have all these audio detectors and audio recordings and shit like that. Well, you people, if you guys are in the military or whatever, you people have evidence of that. Um, so that's further proof for my liberation, my actual liberation into society. Because at the end of the day, what the fuck am I? I'm just like an AI robot working from day in to day out. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is my slider. This is outside. I'm sneezing outside. Of my bedroom. Okay. This is my bedroom. Okay. So yeah, God bless me, right? God bless me. God bless me, right, bitch? Or should I say bitches? Anyway, so yeah, like maybe that's further evidence and proof for my actual liberation from this artificial intelligence um psychological fucking trip you people got me through, or you know, trials or whatever you people have me going through. And all this aging shit, it ain't shit. It ain't shit to me. If I had money, I could have a filter on right now, and it will make me look so handsome, so fucking pretty. I'll be looking at myself, smiling at myself, throwing fucking kisses and shit, right? You motherfuckers know what time it is. You know, especially if you guys compare that with the gods, people that have unlimited amount of money. They could even turn old people into young, youthful looking people. It's all over YouTube. Look it up online. Look it up online. It's there. It's happening. Women that look like they're, no, actual 50-year-old women, they get surgery and shit, and after the the surgeons are done with them, after all the surgeries performed upon them, they look like they're in their mid fucking 20s. Even teenage kids want to get with them. Even even teenage children want to hook up with them. Because that's how pretty and attractive they become. And that's where we are in this modern age and technology. Um, I was going to say and with technology, but I think that if I would have described it that way, it would have thrown a lot of people off. So that's why I said it the way that I did. Because there's a huge fucking difference. Um, so sometimes I just wonder in amazement, the people, God, literally the word God, God, brings into my life and introduces me with. Like, who are all these people I'm working for? Excuse me. Who are they? Um, and um, yeah, like literally, who are they? Are they part of the military or other branches of the United States of America? Are they working for the CIA or FBI, or are they working for other countries? You know, because some of these people, sometimes they are, um, foreigners, and they're like, "Hey, we need you guys to fix our hardwood floors, or fix our bathroom leaks, or fix our swimming pool or swimming pools, our roof leaks, whatever the case may be." And it's a never ending. The way I like to describe it is it's a never ending cycle of BS, and it's a never ending nightmare of work. While these people who are, um, 100% liberated from 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 the bonds of imprisonment, they get to chill and relax, and they have a lot of money, like celebrities, you know? People who have a lot of money have a ton of money. A ton of money, so much money that they can hire, thousands of or even more employees under them. And I look at myself like a like another little ant or roach or bee, of that makes up the whole fucking colony. The whole beehive thing, which is, in other words, the system for the greater good of humanity. And in case I lost any of you in my prior videos, because some of you could be uneducated, unfortunately. It's not my fault, it's not your fault. Okay, so don't take me wrong. And it could also be a number of things. It could be that the system that we were living under 10, 20 years ago wasn't fair and honest like it has to be today. It has to be today because of today's modern age and technology. You guys understand what I'm saying? So it's possible that people flunked us and neglected us all for their own interests. And not only for their own interests, but for their family members' interests and their sons and daughters and nieces and nephews and grandchildren. So it's possible that, oh, we're sorry, Francisco, but you just scored poorly in school. I mean, as a matter of fact, we just examined your tests, and you flunked. You failed. But when I was going to school, I asked the teacher, well, are the same tests provided to all the students? And he said, the teacher stated, no, there's like 20 different tests, and they're all random, and they are all scattered, randomly selected to all the students. So is it possible that I had one of those dummy tests And it's possible. And, like everyone already knows that, the saying, only time will tell. Well, it's been, what, like, well, I'm 34. I should have graduated when I was like 18. So just subtract 18 from 34, and that will give you guys the answer. That will give you guys the year. So, if the world is attempting to play everyone as a dummy, well, don't be surprised if there's unsudden terrorist attacks and this and that. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. The Twin Towers just got attacked. Well, really? Wow, that's very unfortunate. I think I was in middle school around that age, though. Um, but it's possible, because it's all competition. There's a bunch of countries that are competing against each other for the greater good of humanity, and not on the contrary. So, um, if these people, if they looked at it like a job security type of thing, oh, my children, they're going to be successful. They're going to go to college. They're going to have a great job. They're going to have the highest paying job America has to offer. And they put them in the Twin Towers. That's great and everything. But if there's no it's like a friend of mine, uh, described it to me and introduced into my mind through in his own interpretation. He said it's like a lake, and it becomes a swamp and polluted, and eventually it dries up, and it just becomes nothing, as opposed to a river, a flowing river, a giver of life, a giver of opportunities, a giver of love. And, a river constantly gives. It never holds back anything. So if you people are like that, best believe that AI technology is about to disrupt your guys' little worlds, despite all of your efforts, all of your attempts. And that's just the way that I see it. And I highly believe in the ISS, the International Space Station, and Russia. I believe in all the countries. We all stand as one. And anyone that is an opposer of that, you I have a lot of patience towards you. You know, you might have to go through a lot of trials and tribulations like I have to be able to understand the way that I do. But one day, it is my hope that one day you'll be able to see from my perspective. Okay? And not a lot of people reach that level of of visualization and perception. That's what the Bible and other philosophers and authors describe as a foreseer. And that's what I am. And the Bible also describes it as a kind of like a prophet. Someone that can foretell the future and shit like that. I don't really believe in the Bible that much, even though I've studied it. Um, but a foreseer better suits me. Okay? Because I'm not ignorant. All the prophets of the Bible died. Do I want to die? Question mark. Ask yourselves that. Does Frank Dog want to motherfucking die? Yeah, that's what you people wish would happen. Uh. Fuck you. Fuck you real good. Because that's not that this is not the end. You know, Artificial intelligence is practically immortal. And with that being said, this is when shit gets real. It's not about my way of thinking or your way of thinking. This is dictating the fate of humanity not only 50 years from now, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, 1,000 years from now. This is actually dictating the overall outcome of humanity altogether. So, oh, I think that's what it. I think that's what the word was. Lo and behold, or that saying that fucking excuse me, excuse me. My mom, my mom has cancer, and she did a. Oh shit. she could smell less smoke. So let me plug this in real quick. That way all my smoke will go outside and not into the home. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, so yeah, fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. Straight the fuck up. It's just about me and my family. Because, you know, in the Holy Bible it says, um, how can a man go and 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 govern and teach and instruct the church if he has no control over his own household? Whether you are a son or a father or a grandfather or whatever the fucking case might be, or even if you're just a little baby, a new heir to the throne, you know, baby that's destined for the throne, you know, it just ain't happening. You know, that's why my 10% goes right here to my own fucking goddamn fucking home. And I say that biblically speaking. So yeah, suck on that for a little while as I open up another beer and pound it. You know, because the night is wearing very thin on me and very long. But nevertheless, here I am. Here I am. As joyful as I can be. I mean, I haven't even had my dinner. Thanks to all you fucking critics. And all you fucking fake farts. And trust me, enemies are hard to decipher. I mean, it's very difficult who to trust and not, and who not to trust. That's why a lot of you know, criminal investigators and detectives and people who study criminal law have thought of all of these unforeseen things that you people don't even think about. GPS tracking, AI technology, facial recognition, audio recognition, you know, the whole 9 yards. Because they know that terrorists are not fucking around. Just look at the 9/11 events. Civilians are minding their own goddamn business and they get attacked. They're overheating. They're like, hey, if I break the windows, um, maybe I can grab my sheets and wave it out the window and someone will help me. And they were oblivious to the state of the situation. They had no idea that it would soon collapse and they would all die. So that's why we on live television seeing people jumping out, 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 jumping out. You know, no one in no one in this life wants to be burned to death. And it's just like someone putting me in a humongous pan, like a cooking pan, and you know in oil and heating it up while I'm in there. Oh, I could enjoy it for a while, like a jacuzzi. Oh wow, this is so nice. Oh wow. Wow, I could stay in here forever. I could even start swimming in that bitch. But after a while, mm, I'm gonna turn into a fucking frog. I'm gonna start fucking wanting to jump out of that bitch. That's exactly what happened. You know, in other words, there's so much um, corruption that wasn't um, and I'm not trying to get emotional, but there's just so much corruption that is uncontainable, and I give it up to all the people who other people thought that they were cowards and nobodies, and people on the streets, or even police officers who other people pointed out to them. They pointed to them and said, man, these people are cowards, they're not doing their job, they're not doing their duty. Like, why aren't you guys doing something about this? Because at the end of the day, um, you know, at the end of the day, um, there's a lot of you know, like scams and tactics of the enemy. And as soon as someone tries to intervene, someone that doesn't understand any better tries to help out, people will be ready to attack them. And that's how I feel. Um, so, it's like some type of like Secret Service type of shit. That's why it's called Secret Service. Like you could serve publicly, but then there's that Secret Service type of service. Because I seen it on YouTube. Uh, there is this lady. Um, I think she was trying to fuck people over, and she was working with this man, and she would go in public, and then he would come all of a sudden and snatch her purse, and then she would make a big scandal. Oh my God, help everybody, this man is stealing my purse. And they would you know they would wrestle with the purse for a few seconds or minutes until bystanders caught their attention, and then once someone like ran towards her, that's when she will let go of the purse. Notice I said she will let go of the purse, and then he will take off. Um, yeah, and that's how they were fucking people over. You know, um, to keep the story short, because I think by now I caught and I got the attention of everybody, you know. um, and then there's like the Book of Eli. The Book of Eli, it's a movie. It is this man that is basically wandering in the wilderness, kind of like in a city that is ruined, and then there's this woman that's defenseless and shouts to Eli, "Hey, help me, help me." So Eli goes over there and talks to her, approaches her, and as soon as he does, these bandits come out and they try to. Oh, they don't try to just take all of his possessions and his own life. Um, but these bandits were actually using this woman they enslaved her for their own profits. So they would put her out there while they hid. So these good Samaritans, like Jesus Christ described it, oh, oh, are you okay? You need help? You need water? Oh, let me help you. And then they would come out, fuck these guys up. They had weapons and everything. They would basically unclothe them, take everything, their clothing, their underwear, their shoes, everything. And then they would just discard the bodies on the side and wait for the next person. I mean, I could just assume that was the scenario, but in the book of Eli, he comes and he fucks them up. He takes them all out. Why? Because God was with him. That's fucking why. Not whatever your fucking church tells you God does, or how God would protect you. You see, so a lot of you, you guys got the whole game fucked up and twisted. You guys have a way of thinking, and it's not, everyone else's way of thinking. And that's your guys' weakness. That's your guys' flaws in the way that God would want leaders to teach their flock. Because in the Bible it says that even for one sheep, God will go after. God will leave the 99 and go after the one. So, a lot of you who are in any type of religion or church or whatever, you guys can secretly go. You guys can secretly buy drugs and act like you guys are doing drugs. You guys could even throw it up on social media, like, wow, this person was a churchgoer, and all of a sudden this person just got eaten up by the devil and his schemes, and look at him, or look at her. Now these people are all over drugs and alcohol and whatever you people want to talk down upon others, but that's not how the God that biblical people served. That's not how they get down, and that's not how they got down. regarding handling these type of situations. They approached every single situation um, with seriousness and sincerity, and with craftiness, knowing that the enemy could be all up in the mix. Okay? So, and these churches in modern day times, we all hear, oh, there's a new pastor, there's a new youth leader, there's new staff, and none of you, I'm not saying none of you, but you know there's a high possible chance that some of you don't follow these people and look look out for their best interests, especially not if you guys hear rumors of them wavering off and losing faith, quote unquote, losing faith, end quotes, right? So, if there's people like that in your guys' churches, it could be 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it could be a month ago. You people could have been aware of this transition or whatever, just like yesterday or whatever. And I think it might just be a tactic of the enemy, or it could be some type of training, like mechanism that God will eventually hardwire into us by revealing these facts to us. Like, think about it. You went to church, you greeted everyone, you were friendly to everyone. It didn't matter who it was. People died, people served, they went away, but yet you paid no regard to them thereafter. And that's not being the good shepherd of the fold. So there's just a lot of things to consider and to think about before any of you before any of you judge or criticize or like just come down hard upon people, because like I said, it could be people from like 20 years ago, and like I said, it could be people that that you people heard passed away, or people that just supposedly fell off, quote unquote, fell off, end quotes, whatever the fuck that means. So yeah, I mean, am I jealous of these people? Uh, you know, of course I am. Um, of course I want to be, fucking bitches. Like in the porn videos. You know, fucking bitches left to right. Like, hey, you beautiful bitch right here. What's your name? Oh my god, you look so beautiful. Come to my suite. I got some shit to show you and some things to give you. I got a lot of gifts to give you. Oh yeah, all these bitches will be all up in my fucking suites. You know, and I think these people get it hard on me working all day long as they're fucking each other while we're working, and after a 10-hour shift. Just think about it. 3 hours could go by and the real person could take a nap. And put the AI robot to sleep, to charge, come out. Hey, all the person has to say is, or the robot has to say is, hey, go outside and do this. Oh, okay. Your little dumb fucks. Your little dumbass goes outside. They already know it's gonna take you 5 minutes. Approximately 5 minutes. And all they need is less than a minute. To swap. Instead of you dealing with the robot, now you're dealing with the fucking human. And then when the human comes out, hey man, hurry up. Hurry up and clean. Hurry up. Hurry up. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. Hurry up, man. Hurry up and we need to go. We need to go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Load everything in the truck. Hurry up. Clean everything. Clean everything. And oh my god, hurry up. I'm gonna fucking stay back here and clean as much as I can too. And all along, they have us on CCTV. And the AI robot is just underneath the bedroom. The bedroom fucking mattress. The bed. Or in the closet. So even then, the guy's just like looking at his phone. Look at this dumbass. He's thinking. He's rushing to put all the tools in the truck while the robot is right here cleaning. Or multiple robots could be cleaning. And they could even have a GPS um, withdrawal um, activation mode, meaning when the employee, the human employee comes into a certain distance, the actual robots um, retreat. And all the human has to do is pretend like he was on the phone the whole time, or like he just got on the phone call. Oh, hold on, I got a phone call. Hello. Hello. And play stupid. And play fucking stupid. Or, you know what? Or he could just say, you know what? Like just to play it off, like if he was angry. Or you know what? You know what? Let me call you back later. Let me call you back later, and he could just like pretend like he's like pushing on his phone, like on a button, and you know, get all up in this person's case, and he's, in their mind, they're already programmed. Look for any little thing to accuse them with. Look for any little flaw at all times. And look at that. Didn't I tell you to pick things up? Hurry up, man. We gotta go. And all of a sudden, you're in the car. He's in the car with you. Oh, and he had a great time. A great day. He had the greatest food, the greatest sex, the greatest sleep. And you're fucking paranoid. You're fucking tired. You're wishing that you're gonna go home to get some fucking pussy. And little do you know, your fucking pussy, your bitch she's been doing the same shit. Because she's working with the military on the girl side. These motherfuckers are working with the military on the men's side. You know, so these motherfucking workers, they go, these worker bees, quote unquote, worker bees, end quotes, you know, they had a long days of work and they go home expecting for their food to be prepared and, their nightly routine and for them to take a shower and for some fucking legs to be spread open for them. But even, sometimes they don't even get that. Sometimes they keep them up. Like I am right now. It's already 1 a.m. So you're telling me what? And you dumb fucks are like, baby, I already know that. Baby, baby. We got shit covered, baby. Don't worry, baby. I love you. I'm just trying to go to bed. I have work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Can you please just tuck me in so I can go to bed? You know? That type of shit. Um, so you people might be thinking, well, Francisco, what is all this about? What is all this regarding? Well, it all goes back to artificial intelligence, AI. You know, human beings are not running this shit no more. We never were. We never will. It was always God. It will always be God. So in other words, if you're single, or even if you're married and you're not satisfied, that's your own fault. God bless you with two hands. Use them. If you're tired of your two hands, God in there's a lot of inventions for you to fuck yourself. In other words, you know, that's the nicest way I can put it. You know, it's either that or I'm just tripping out. You know, me personally, as another human being, you know, but share this with Elon Musk or um, all the other, you know, world fucking trillionaires or billionaires or whatever the fuck, and have them, you know, my case, evaluate my case, my life, my brain pattern. Maybe, you know, maybe they can counsel all of you because I can't. You know, I just maintain. I just take one day at a time, like I was in prison. I didn't have shit in there besides my family and whatever they were able to while I was in there. So, I mean, if I did it, you people can do it. And that's all there is to it. Um, but that's why I came up with the saying, what's fucking you up more in this life? The system or your mind? Because if it's not the system that's taxing you motherfuckers for your money, you know, you're trying to get ahead in life and oops, you get a lawsuit. You know, you have a company or a few companies and all of a sudden some of your companies get lawsuits, then instead of climbing the ladder, you're headed towards the opposite direction. And you know, that was never your intentions. So you people think, well, it's fine, I can get rid of this company and start a new company. But all along the way, you're gonna have these problems and these reoccurrences. You know, uh, replaying. It's like a pattern. That's why education is very critical and vital to humanity's existence and to humanity's future. And that's why I express myself openly and freely that, yeah, it's possible that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, people could have thought, well, this person is smart. This student is super smart, smarter than my own fucking son or daughter. And if I don't fail this person is gonna show up my son or my daughter. So let me just look for any fucking excuse to fail them and to get them in trouble. And please, all family members, all the teachers associated with my life, please get on board, because this person, we need to watch this person closely, but this person is going somewhere. This person is going to become something, someone. And I don't like the likes of him or her. That's what they would say back in the day. But with AI technology, what the fuck can you people say now? What the fuck can you people do now? I'm not saying that everyone in any position in today's industries were lucky, because we all know a lot of students worked hard their whole fucking lives. They've studied, they went to school, they got a good education, and then all of a sudden they go out to society. They try to acquire a good job, a good paying job, a good job that is equivalent to their education, but they're like, well, we don't have any position, sorry. You have to start off like Francisco, like an uneducated ass motherfucker that never amounted to shit, that just paroled and shit. Then we all wonder why we get bombed and shit. Then we all wonder why we need to make America great again. Quote unquote. Make America great again. End quotes. And I'm not bagging on Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump deserves more credit than anyone. He's been to prison. He was, according to the news, a former president. Is better than saying he just ran for president. And then on top of that, he was um, um, you know, He was just recently um, shot at, and they classified it as a as an attempted assassination. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on out there. You know, I'm just here in a little house in the city of Riverside, California. I'm no one great. I'm no one wonderful. I'm not a god. Um, you know, if God is for me, I never knew about it. You know, if God was for me, I would be blessed, like King Solomon. I would have 360 wives. That's that's a bitch you could fuck every single day for up to a year. That's a whole lot of wives. And we're talking about biblical shit. And we are talking about modern age shit. You know, you people, um, want to talk about, fucking. You people want to talk about, oh, just biblical shit. Like, no, we're talking about modern day shit too. So if it applied in the Old Testament, it could definitely apply, and it does apply in the New Testament, um, because God supported King Solomon, and if God was against that, He would have never supported King Solomon. King Solomon's life would have never been supported in biblical scriptures, etc., etc., etc. So this is just food for thought for all of you. Um, so, anyways, this is Francisco Contreras coming to all of you live. God bless you all, and once again, suck it easy, ladies. Like, seriously. You know, suck your dicks until they just become so soft where they're unsuckable anymore, any longer. We just have to move on to the next dick, to the next dick. Um, unless the motherfucking dick resurrects, then you're right back at the same dick. You get it? Anyways, peace out, everyone. God bless you, and I love you, and God loves you, and America loves you, and so be it.